Hello, hello, my friends. Good afternoon. We are afternoon, and it is a couple days before Halloween. Weather's shifting. It's getting chilly here. We got Spirit School closing in 2 days, so get your butts signed up, my friends. I'm just going to hang for a second here, let people jump on. I should put a note in here too. So hello. It's 80 degrees for you guys, Kathy? It's like 50 here. It's cold. All right, so just quick note, if you're watching the replay or you're just jumping on, tomorrow I'm actually going to not be on at noon. I'm going to be doing readings tomorrow night, some free readings at 7 p.m. Central. Okay. All my stuff is always Central Time. And we haven't changed time zones quite yet, but I think it's next week on the 3rd. So if you are interested, I will do as many readings as I can in about 45 minutes to an hour. And that will be at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Okay. They're always fun to do. And I try to get to as many people as I can. I will not get to everybody. But it's a nice little taste for people to see how I work, see how my readings come through. You can ask lots of questions. Mediumship, things like that. So let's play a little bit since it's Halloween week. We better do some readings. Last night we had some fun talking about witch wounds in Spirit School, had a whole class on it. If you join Spirit School this week, the nice thing about Spirit School and the community online, the amazing thing is, like, let's say you missed, there's a couple ladies couldn't make it to class last night. They just get to watch the recording. They get the clearing, they get all the information. And we tried, the only thing that I don't record is the Tune In Tuesdays when I do readings, because those are just for people that can show up live that day. So if you join Spirit School this week, it's already in the table of contents. It's a great class, a great clearing, talks a lot about some fun subjects. So if you are looking for a community, check out Spirit School, you guys. It's an online subscription. I have tons of classes. You get to know people. Some people are local. Some people are not local, which I love, because then if you ever travel, you can meet some friends out and about. I know people all over the place now. It's so fun. So keep that in mind, please. Okay. I know a few of you had asked some details about my Sedona retreat. That is full. For February, I have a little bit of space if somebody wanted to come in for a VIP day or a couple days. I have a couple of returning clients that are doing that. So if you're interested in that, it's at it would be like the last couple of weeks in February. So if you want some information pricing on a VIP day in Sedona, please email me. Okay. And then I am putting together my fall retreat plans. I cannot wait to show you guys the place that I found. I've been ordering it up for a couple of years. We didn't do our full fall retreat this year. I'm so glad I didn't do it. Like, I miss it, but I'm so glad I didn't do it because I just would have been a puddle on the floor after the Camino. So next year it'll be in October. I'll give you all the details when we get them all ironed out. But it has a lake. It has the trees. It has one tree that she said they estimate is over 300 years old. She goes, we hug that tree a lot. And I'm like, oh, I love that. So it's got some cabins. I will have some private rooms and some shared rooms. So fall retreat is on the books. I don't have the page up yet. It's not public quite yet. I will let you know, but I just wanted to kind of put some seeds out there, because my retreats are really fun. I love my fall retreats. They are always fun. If you see some steam, I thought I'd give us some Halloween feel. I had to add a humidifier to my little she shed because I kept losing my voice every day. So I am working on some tools. Okay, I had a question for you guys too. There's a lot of people online today, or if you're watching the replay. So this is the time the holidays come. We do all our stuff for holidays, gift giving, all that kind of stuff. I would love some feedback on different tools that work for you, that would be fun, that you're looking for. Maybe it's mini classes, maybe it's readings or clearings, maybe it's some discounts on different products, or what kind of tools are you guys looking for that might be a gift for you or somebody else on the holidays? We actually like to know. Then we know what to put on, put some discounts on, or put some packages together, or different things like that. So if there's some things that you're like, hey, you know what, this is something that I would do, I just need a little price break on it, like, I get that piece. So let me know if you have some things that come up that you would like, so we know what to put out there. Okay. I know past lives are so fun. I loved it. I just did a fun past life with a guy yesterday and did like a clearing for him. And I love doing clearings this week. I should almost do a special for you guys for some witch wound clearings. Let me sit with that. Maybe I'll put that out tomorrow night. I love doing clearings during Halloween week because a lot of people's witch wounds show up, and they're ready to be cleared, and they're really fun to do. A list of available tools. So tools to me are my sessions, whether it's a clearing session, a psychic reading, a mediumship reading, a class that I might do, past life clearing that I do, any kind of subjects around mini classes, meditations, oracle cards. I have a ton of different oracle cards. We usually do specials on those for the holidays. VIP days, she shed days. I love doing little 3-hour, 4-hour sessions in my she shed that are more condensed for people. Different things like that. Okay. So you can also go definitely check out my website and see all the different things that I do. But I do a lot of different things. And if it's something that you're like, hey, this is what's going on, and I don't know what session, like, I usually know what to do with it. Or if I don't, maybe I can refer you to somebody. So we will definitely put some different packages and things together. And I've been hearing more people would like little, instead of just a one-off clearing, which is great, a group of 3 is really helpful. So I also want to be doing some of those kinds of things. La 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 la. Okay, Yogi, I'll you know what? You can email me. I'll put something together and put it out public tomorrow night for witch wound clearings. But definitely email me and I'll put it together for you. The igloo had a rough time. So those of you that have followed me for a while, we had this awesome little igloo tent last year. It was just something I was like, oh my God, I need something kind of fun, and I want to do some little groups in the backyard. And it would get kind of cold, and stuff like that. So we found this awesome plastic igloo, and we didn't get the snow that we wanted. And the thing was, it was like a greenhouse because of where it sat in my backyard. So it was always wet, and it molded over like the spring. Like we had to throw it away. So I'm not doing necessarily the igloo gatherings. However, I always am open for, bonfires, VIPs in my she shed for 1 or 2 people. We'll do some groups in the spring when it gets to be bonfire season and things like that. We might do some open houses this winter. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for asking. Like, I'm actually looking at my little igloo in the backyard because Eli just took it out just to see how bad it was. He's like, we got to throw this away. So it did not last. But it was fun to try, and we enjoyed it when we had it, and it was very helpful for some different things. So that was fun. Divining rods. Yep. Need my stove in the corner. Honey, there's nothing wrong with you. You might just need a clearing. You guys, when you start thinking about good, I'm glad you guys are considering the clearings, because the clearings work. Energy work works. And a lot of people get in this state, and I keep hearing it from my clients. And I really try to stay a little bit ahead of it so I can tell you what's kind of coming up. Yep, I know Deborah. She wants a class locally at my chiropractor's place. It's in the works. But people start to feel different things, and the first thing they think about is something's wrong with them. And there's nothing wrong with you. You might just need some support. And I used to think there's something wrong with me all the time. It was just a constant thing. Something's wrong with me. What's wrong with me? There's always something wrong with me. I don't feel right. And once I started to learn more about the energy clearings and how to clear my own energy and the tools and the support systems and the things that I do to support myself, which is why I asked that question today, is I found that there's certain things that I just need to have. And energy clearings is one of them. Having my space cleared is another one. Having a mentor is another one. Having a community is another one. Having little fun tools like the oracle cards is something that I really like. Having crystals sometimes, or having little symbols of things around. I'm trying to show you one of my crystals. Like this is a crystal that I use isn't this beautiful? It was a gift from a good friend from Sedona. And those are things I use to support myself. And so there's nothing wrong with you guys. You just have things in your body, mind, and spirit that don't want to be there anymore. And a lot of times it's the energy clearing that is supportive in creating a different feel inside of you. When I first work with clients, one of the funnest parts is they're like, holy shit, I felt that. Oh my God, I felt that. Like, I love that piece, especially if they're on the phone with me and we're doing a clearing over the phone or something. That to me is hilarious because I remember feeling that. I still have those moments where I'm like, oh my God, I totally felt that. And I think it's really fun. And so they're also like past life clearings. I did a couple years where I did them consistently when I first got into this work, because there was all this weird fear around it and I didn't understand it and didn't make sense because I loved it, like all that kind of stuff, right? And the past life sessions tended to work better for me at that time. Now I do different energy clearings, or I have a woman that does body talk on me, and I have Sunny, who's my mentor, and I take these trips to different places like Sedona or Montana or the Camino. All of those things support me in different ways. And so sometimes it's the deck of cards that saves my day. Sometimes it's the meditation, the 5-minute meditation. Sometimes it's the conversation with my mentor. Sometimes it's talking to you guys. So I want to know what kind of things are going on with you that you need support tools with. We've really started to shift into me and Andrea and Angela, my two angels. Like, what kind of tools can we support you guys with? So like in Spirit School, one of the things we created last year was a link for journaling and burning. And I said, these guys need a reminder to do it. And I found with my mentor, if I could email it to her, it felt, number one, I felt, because I know she supports me. So I felt like I was sending it away, and she never even has to read it. It's a whole exercise that we did, but I use it in Spirit School on the new moon to burn away the last month's shit so we can open up the energy for the new month. So it's a tool that people can use every day, all day, or just around the new moon. So we have a new moon on Friday, you guys. And so some of you are feeling that. We have Halloween on Thursday. Some of your little witchy people are feeling that. So we have a new accountability tool that we're launching in the new year in Spirit School for people that want to learn how to hold their intentions and their goals and things like that. And all those tools are things that I use to help support myself as I'm walking through my shit. And so I want to create that space in spirit school or in my business for all of you too. Because if you don't have tools, it really sucks. It really sucks. And sometimes the counseling and the therapy is all you need. And I'm a big believer in that. Go for it. Sometimes if you're an energetic, more spiritual person that feels the energy and feels the emotion and feels the vibration, you need my work. A lot of times they work together. I have lots of clients that see counseling and therapists, and then they come see me. And they work so beautifully together. They complement each other. And so I really feel like knowing and getting to know what your self-sabotage things are and what you struggle with helps us create tools for you. Okay. And we want to have little tiny tools and we want to have big tools. My retreat is a big tool. And that's something not everyone can do. It's a much bigger price than a reading or a deck. But we try to have something all the way across the board for people. Okay. All right. Let's see. What are you guys saying? I know I'm sad my igloo molded too. It was great. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a better one. I told Eli he should just build me one. Like the idea package of 3. Yep. Okay. Oh, you left your cards. Yeah, maybe you need a new deck of cards. Yep, I'll let you guys know when the retreat stuff is ready. You'll love it. There you go, Kim. Kathy says, I agree that working with Jody and my counselor helped me through the past few years as I went through divorce and loss and gain and light. Yeah. Yeah, actually, you're a great example of that because she's got a great guy that works beautifully with her and they match and it's good. And then she would tell me about that session so we could clean up the energy around it. Now she's a part of spirit school, so she still gets some of the energy clearing in that way. And it's affordable because she can be in all the classes as well. So if you have not considered spirit school as a tool and a support tool in a community, please look at it because it could be very, very helpful for you guys. Okay. I know, Kim, we've talked about it and we have my husband's family has a little land and one of his sisters is awesome with gardening and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, she needs a greenhouse and we could use it in other ways. Okay, so tell me, I didn't know what I was going to talk about today. I knew I was supposed to talk about support tools. I knew I was supposed to talk about spirit school, but tell me moving into the holidays, tell me what you struggle with. Brandy said, I have anxiety today really bad, and it's like it's trying to come out of my throat. So speak it. Speak it. Go sit in your car, go for a drive, or journal it out and speak it. I'm so anxious today. My body feels tight. I don't feel comfortable. I'm super anxious. I don't even know what I'm anxious for. I don't like this energy shit. I don't like how I feel. The weather sucks today. It's cold. Winter's like you just want to speak it because if it's trying to come out of your throat, it's because it needs to be expressed. It's why I journal and burn every day. Every day I journal. And I don't do, it's not the gratitude journaling. It's not I do that too, but it's not that journaling. I do the, oh my God, these people are driving me fucking crazy. I got cut off. Yesterday, I'll tell this story. It's not my lightest moment in time, but I had this person that wanted to work with me. My gut told me not to work with them, that they would just be kind of a hot mess to work with, wasn't a good fit, wasn't aligned. Let them know that. They had someone else starting to email me. He called me a bitch because I chose not to work with her yesterday. So I was pissed. I was hot about it. And so I kept having the conversation. You know when you fight with someone in your head, but they're not really part of the conversation? So that's the stuff that takes up time or space in my brain that I don't need to put energy into. Like I have haters, whatever. And so I started to, oh yeah, it was super. I should show you the email. I won't, but I saved it just in case. Because these people are so stupid. They write these things to me on their work email. And I'm like, oh my God. So journaling and burning that conversation out was needed yesterday. And you can tell I'm still a little hot about it. It's not going to ruin my day, but when I talk about it, I'm still charged. So I journal and burn about it today, this afternoon too. So that stuff moves out of my body so I can have the fun stuff in my body. Okay. All right. Oh, Mona, you're sassy like me. So you might want to do some journaling and burning. Yeah, people call you names. People are jerks. People are assholes. Don't feed it, you guys. Just don't feed it. Just journal it out. Let it go. Like, I don't care. I don't care. I have so many people that are kind. There's so many people that are kind. If there is some energy out there that isn't aligned with me, show me fast so I don't have to waste time on it. That's more where my mindset tries to go these days. Now, a few years ago, I would have been pissed about that for weeks. What a waste of energy for me to do that. And in this work, people either really like you or really don't. There's not a lot of harmony in that. They're either in or out. And so I pay attention to the ones that are in because I enjoy you all. Okay. So I move that energy out, and then I think about Spirit School. I think about my mentoring clients. I think about the people that I'm taking to Sedona. I think about my fall retreat. I think about my cat. I think about my family. Like, I think about the stuff that actually makes sense and helps me stay in a high vibration. People that piss me off get journaled about. Okay. All right. So when it comes to the holidays, so a lot of people tend to struggle with the obligation of holidays. Eli and I made a decision a long time ago not to feel obligated for holidays. We started to do holidays on our own because it felt better. And it was more what we wanted for our children. And some of you that know Eli or have seen his videos and stuff, he's a Hallmark holiday dude. Like, he wants to bake the cookies. He wants to go skiing. He wants to do the sleds. He wants to, have the matching jammies. Like, he wants that whole piece. And I love that. And we started to kind of just do our own thing. And sometimes some people come in, sometimes they don't. And we really wanted to change a direction in that. And we are pretty good about not expecting to have to do it on the day. And I know there's a lot of people that struggle with that piece. And I know I have 2 boys and they both have girlfriends. And I know typically, not always, typically they'll go to the girlfriend's family for Christmas. And so I knew early on when I had boys, I was like, I got to figure this out because I don't want it to be a fight every year. I don't want it to be a fight with the grandkids when I have them someday. So we're pretty flexible when it comes to Christmas stuff. I do want a day with them, or I do want Christmas with them in some way, shape, or form, but we try to make it in a way that feels good for all of us. And so we have some traditions that we've restarted, like we'll do the kids like gingerbread houses, and so I always find the Costco gingerbread houses, and so that's something that we try to keep on the table. We like to last year we started picking names, and that was really fun because Keaton's poor new girlfriend at the time, we know her much better now, but at the time she's like, I have Eli. Like, she was just horrified that she had Eli because she didn't know us very well. And so that was really funny. And she did great. But we started picking names because it was more affordable for the kids. I don't want my kids spending a bunch of money on shit we don't need. We sometimes go skiing for Christmas instead. And whether it's to DL or whether it's to, one year we went to Red Lodge and went skiing. But we started to ask ourselves, how do we want the holidays to feel? And I started planning around that. If I had to spend a holiday by myself, what would I need to still make it be a holiday for me? Or I love the energy of Christmas. I love twinkle lights. So I always have twinkle lights up in my house. And I have twinkle lights in the shed and things like that. So I know that's an easy little thing that I could do. I like watching some Hallmark movies. I like Christmas jammies. I like new sheets for Christmas. Like I have little tiny things that aren't a big deal, but it helps me focus on what I have versus not focusing on what I don't have. Because we chose to spend our space in a healthier environment for us, which means a lot of times we're by ourselves. And not every year by any means, but many years. And it was nice. It's simple. We didn't have any drama. I had one group one year, and one of the girls was like, your house is so chill. Like there's no arguments. No one's getting drunk. No one's like fighting. No, like this is so nice. And I'm like, this is Christmas at my house. This is what I want. So remember around the holidays, what tools, what support systems, what do you need? So last year I did a bunch of lives around the holidays, and I'll probably do that again in December. And it was so nice to gather with you guys every day. I don't know that I'll do every day. That was a lot, but to come on live, that's why I like to do it in October too. I knew that there was energy out there already that was feeling heavy for people and that was feeling unsupported for people. And there's so much going on that I knew this little time that I could put in could be lifting for people, and it's lifting for me. So what can you do to be lifting for yourself? Some people love Christmas music. Some people don't. Some people love candles. Some people don't. Some people already have their Christmas tree up. Some people don't. If I could put my Christmas tree up during hunting when Eli's gone, I would. But he gets really like, he's got to like, no, Thanksgiving weekend. And I'm like, we might not be here this year for Thanksgiving weekend. So how about we put it up now? Because I love the Christmas tree. I think it's amazing. So I do feel like you do have more choice and control in the holidays than what you give yourself. A lot of people go into what they don't have. I don't have family. I don't have friends. I don't have a partner. I don't have a spouse. I don't have money. I don't have this. I don't have that. What do you have? Maybe you have your health. Maybe you have a bed. Maybe you have a roof over your head. Maybe you have the Christmas spirit. You know, I had a woman, she's single. She kind of moved to a different town. She didn't have a lot of friends. She made a bunch of cookies and she went out and delivered them to people she didn't know. And another woman, she's single. She didn't have a ton of people around the holiday time. She would go to all the little family Christmas trees and adopt a family for Christmas. And she would go overboard and help with that kind of piece. There's lots of ways to, I had one year, I think I saw this online. I don't know if I had a client do it. I've done it here and there, but she went and got she took $100 and she went and she started sticking $20 bills in random places for people to find. She's like, I don't have anyone I have to buy gifts for. I have this money to do this. I needed to get in the Christmas spirit. And so this is what I did. And I was like, well, that's cool. So I thought that's really fun. I have another woman that is, she always goes and gets coffee at Starbucks and stuff. And so she always takes a random day and gives them a bigger tip, like $50 or $100. And she's like, the kids' face, the workers always are like, oh my God, but she said it's so fun. And so she does it different times of the year, but she for sure does it during Christmas. So I do think that our mindset is one of those pieces that I think is fun. Like in spirit school, some people they'll just put in these beautiful moments to different people in the group. And I think it's such holiday spirit. and they support somebody, and you get to meet people. So maybe you're chatting online because maybe neither one of you have friends and family in town where you're at, but you have this community that you can communicate with. So there's a lot of different things you could do. Okay, give yourself some creativity on how to create the holidays differently. Brandy said, me and my husband don't have kids, so we buy a bunch of toys for Toys for Tots every year, and it makes me so happy. Yep, that's always a great thing. How can you go be of service? If you have nothing or nobody, go be of service and go do a homeless shelter or something like that, because it will put you back into gratitude really fast. Funny, I bought a few books for kids and they found money in them. What a huge blessing that was. See, that's fun. Yep. Donna said, I love Christmas. I go away for New Year's with my kids to the Bahamas. That's fun. Memories instead of gifts I buy. Others think we will pick names this year. Put my tree up day after Thanksgiving. Me too. 20 people at Thanksgiving. Nice. See, and for us, normally our Thanksgiving, we kind of took the drama out of that. I don't know how else to say that nicer. We just decided to do Thanksgiving at our house. If you want to come to our house, that's great, but we're going to stay home for Thanksgiving. This year we might do it different because there's been some shifts in the family on his side. And so, but Thanksgiving, Eli usually has to work on Friday. Kids usually have to work on Friday. I don't usually have to work on Friday, but I do Black Friday fun stuff for my clients. And so Thanksgiving is super simple. And it's fun. Sometimes my mom comes, sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes other relatives have come from out of town, sometimes they don't. So we keep the holidays much more flexible than what I grew up to. So I think for me, that was kind of fun. We'll have to find something to do while hubby's in the hospital over the holidays. So you could go look at Christmas lights. You could go listen to, there's lots of free musical concerts in town. Selma's going to be in Fargo. At the mall, they have a lot of kids that sing. I actually will go walking at the mall just to go hear the kids sing the little Christmas carols. And I think they're hilarious because I can't stand still, and they're dancing and they're doing all their stuff. So that's really fun. Fargo has some great Christmas lights, some great Christmas concerts. There's always stuff downtown. We'll keep you busy, Selma. No worries. Carla said Thanksgiving is her favorite holiday. See, and what's funny, we were talking at my family's, and my family is hunters, and I know not everyone's into hunting. That's fine, but we do a cook-off during hunting, and I love it. I love it. I think it's super, super fun. And me and one of the other girls were like, our husbands can have Thanksgiving because we want to make sure we do the cook-off, because to us, it's our Thanksgiving. So you can create a lot of people do Friendsgiving where they just have their friends over. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. Oh, that's a good idea. Kim said, record the lights and then share it with them in the hospital. That's a good idea. You could also do some, this is funny. I know in hospitals during the holidays and nursing homes and things like that, they get a lot of sweets. They get a lot of cookies and candy. And I know they love them, but I've also heard from different nurses and stuff. They're like, God, bring us some vegetables. Like, bring us something healthy. Like, we love the treats, but like they're working on coffee, caffeine, and sugar. So it could even be something like maybe you do some little snack bags for the staff and you go around the hospital for on different floors and do some things like that, Selma. So we'll keep you busy. Fargo has a lot of options for you. All right, ladies. So if you're watching the replay, I'd love to know what tools, I'd love to know what kind of things that you struggle with around the holidays. Maybe there's some great lives I could do that can support people with that piece. We usually try to do something fun like that in Christmas, but I wanted to get some feedback first. I want to see what you guys actually need some help with and what tools that you could use. And you might be like, I don't know what tools I need, but this is how I feel. I don't know what tools I need, but it'd be nice if I knew how to take this to this. Or if I could figure out how to do this to this. It's really easy for me to create different tools or classes or sessions or specific clearing sessions, things like that, Spirit gives those to me. I just need the inspiration sometimes. So I want to hear from you guys. Okay. All right. I have sessions this afternoon, so I have to go. But reminder, tomorrow night at 7, I will be doing readings, free readings. I will put a little thing together for those of you that are guided to the witch wound clearings, because I can do those on Halloween, which is always fun. So just keep me posted on that. And tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central, if you can make it, please come. Have your questions ready, and we will be we'll be going live all week. Okay, Spirit School closes on Thursday for Halloween, so make sure you get your butt signed up, friends. Okay, I still feel some of you on the edge. So if you have questions about Spirit School and you need someone to push you over the fence, you just reach out to me. Okay. All right, friends. I'll talk to you soon. I got to run. Bye, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching the replay. Bye, guys.